So you'll be playing SimCity.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to be playing SimCity. After listening to that, Jesus.
I wanted to talk about SimCity, but I don't know if I actually do.
Yeah, I remember I was watching some videos from an actual guy. I think he was one of the designers.
Yeah.
Maxis has like a YouTube channel. Where
I got that. I got one of those through Chuck. Was that the day night one?
That 24 hours delay
It
for the
goes
city
around sort of that
time-lapse,
peninsula city.
Yeah.
You can kind of see one off in the distance.
And I ended up watching a
Holy
few
crap.
more like on his channel.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because he was talking with people in the chat who were asking questions about like, oh, you have cars like driving through each other and stuff. And he's like, yeah, like we tried doing collision detection would have just been completely unfeasible with the number of autonomous, like not autonomous, but like with the number of discretely rendered units we have running around. Like, you know, you got to pick and choose what you can actually afford to render.
It's still pretty good about it. Though.
No,
Like
it's really
watching those
convincing.
videos, then seeing when it hits rush hour and seeing like
watching the cars pile
like,
up behind
oh
each
shit,
other.
whoops, you built a low density street in the middle of your city and your city grew up to be too big, so you're fucked. Sean pointed out, he said they needed to turn that into a one-way street, which is a classic fucking San Francisco resident.
Because you were like, they need to widen that street. And I was like, turn it into a one-way street.
But then I went, oh my god, I wonder if that game actually supports the notion of being able to. I'm sure it doesn't.
Probably not. Yeah.
That would be because that seems like the level of small that this game doesn't actually
Right.
do. But like being able to just go to just drag a bup. This is all just one way, and then on the other block, this is the other way, and then
right.
watching that.
Well, because you could totally baby wall it, and where you would just have
You could do
like-
what?
oh,
You can
That's
baby
like-
wall it.
It's like the Sims thing, where like you have a bunch, like you get a family and build a bunch of babies, and you just build a wall around them.
What?
What? Yeah, I guess it's like that. What?
What do you?
I worked with a guy at Disney.
Just baby wall.
Oh,
Just,
that was like a
I want to know
thing.
now
It's
that
not
you're
a
like
phrase.
a lord at Telltale. I hope you're in meetings sometimes where someone tosses out an idea. You're like, you know what? Yeah, I like where you're going to this, but let's just baby wall it. Meanwhile, everyone in the room is like, what is he?
I'm sure that means something.
Like, Scotty, what is? Anyway, I'm heading to lunch. If you guys just get that baby wall thing wrapped up, I'll see you in 2 hours. Like,
No, what is baby walling?
A baby wall is like. Now that I'm saying it, I hear you guys hearing it.
Yeah, I gotta hear the tale of baby wall.
So a baby wall is just using any of those sim games, like
Like the
sim brand
Sims.
games.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess you could do any simulation game, but a Sims brand game's rules against itself to create an atrocity.
Oh, so that's
Get a bunch of babies
right.
via family, and then build a new house around all the babies, so they're in just sort of like
an enclosed area.
an enclosed area,
Sure, that's like that's the
and they just live in there until they don't anymore.
right. Put someone in
and
a
then
room.
you sell the house, and then
put them in the room with no
you
doors
get a
and
new
a coffee
family
pot
to
or
come
whatever.
in. Yeah.
Did you invent that term?
No, a guy I worked with at Disney. He did it. Yeah.
But he called it baby walling.
Yeah.
So who are you going to baby wall in SimCity?
Well, the thing was,
travel
you
in
could
cars.
do one.
think
You
that
could
exists in this
start
game.
getting one-way streets to just
That only-
create
that just go in
disasters.
infinite loop?
Yeah, infinite
Basically,
loops
yeah,
are getting to
right.
run into each other like Hot Wheels or something. But if they don't have collision or wrecks or anything like
Yeah,
that,
I wonder if the cars eventually dissipate. Like, can you baby wall in the Sims or in SimCity? Is a question. Like, once you see that huge commuter traffic, can you go and just go?
I was almost
and
certain.
Delete the outlet
Just delete
off of it.
delete it so that all
Yeah.
those cars are stuck there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? A game that has great baby walling is Roller Coaster Tycoon. Where you
Roller
just
coaster, they could,
start
but that's also where you just
launching.
make murder machines and stuff. Yeah, a baby
Baby
wall.
wall is not to.
And what is a
should
baby
not
wall
be
after all,
confused
if
with
not a
not
murder
murder.
machine?
Yeah.
Murder simulators, video games.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Roller Coaster Tycoon is a murder simulator,
I'm saying sim games, including Roller Coaster
including
Tycoon.
Roller Toaster Tycoon.
Including Toaster Tycoon.
Toaster Tycoon is clearly
50s.
just
It's like a Robo Toaster Tycoon.
when you combine Toaster Tycoon and Fork Tycoon, you definitely are baby walling.
Jesus. Jesus, Jake.
Wow.
What?
That was horrible.
That's a classic murder. Is like you knife in, you get the toast stuck in the toaster, and then you.
That's not a murder. That's accidental suicide.
Not when it's
Not when
placed
not at
there.
Jake's house.
Not when I'm the tycoon.
Not when I make you stick that fork in that toaster. The
I'm just
greatest.
saying, you place a fork, a toaster, and a person in a room and wait to see what happens.
Wow.
Murder simulator. Tycoon.
I'm really concerned about these
This is apparently just Saw Tycoon at this point. That's
Saw Tycoon.
yeah. That's actually just where you're creating Saw films, though. That's a different thing.
Oh yeah, that's like the movies.
Yearly
from Activision
sequel.
And Peter Molyneux.
God, everyone forgets that Peter Molyneux made the movies.
I know. Everyone forgets the movies. That's why they forget that.
What's
other
funny
part.
is the movies was one of those games that hit at a time when I was so into movies but had such a shitty computer that I couldn't play it. So in my mind, that was a great
was like an
game.
incredible
Yeah,
game.
that I just
Yeah.
totally missed out on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about the movies. Then The Sims. Oh, because the movies came out. God, that was the time, like the 3-year window or so of Peter Molyneux just being dicked down by Will Wright over and over again, because it seems like the movies, and then just because I remember being at a GDC where Black and White 2 was demoed, I think, and then I believe that was when Will Wright busted out the fucking Spore demo, because Peter Molyneux was like, look, you can zoom in all the way to the grass and see the bugs, and then Will Wright was like, look, you can zoom out to see the entirety of
You start with
existence,
and then you see the entire
See that bug? It's gonna see the universe.
Yeah, that was like, oh god, owned. Oh no, I don't remember the order. I think that was the GDC actually where Molyneux demoed The Room, where he demoed the thing where you can make things out of clay. You can make a chair, and then the game turns it into a chair. That's what it was.
Just spawns a chair model.
And then Will Wright was like, let me procedurally generate life that then turns into the entirety of existence.
Yeah.
That was the sad ownage that had happened
Spore
there.
was so much cooler as Will Wright's mind-blowing like GDC 2005 talk than as Spore.
I
Do you remember
yeah.
how exploded everyone's brains were when he
You would
that
meet
goddamn
strangers who didn't know about video games, whose minds were exploded by Spore.
Yeah.
The thing about that demo when you go back and watch it now, though, is that he would sort of say, and then it would just go to a black screen and cut up, and then it's a living creature in society, and you're like, wow! Oh, no, sorry, the cut to black was actually just a mode switch, and then the characters looked a lot more cartoony.
Like a stat screen followed by,
Yeah, but your brain just goes, oh, that video.
Yeah. It made total sense to me. After
your brain immediately can draw the line through Spore to where we're at now with New SimCity.
Exactly.
It's really
cool. Did you guys see the thing about how people found the like PDF of the SimCity game manual, and there's like one parenthetical line in the thing that's like, buy new stuff in the in-game store, new items, free or paid.
We talked about
your
that
gameplay experience.
We'll change your gameplay experience.
That's what the line. That's why people have started going apeshit about it. But I don't know if it's actually anything to be concerned about. I'm not sure yet.
Aren't you pre-ordering the whole thing so you can get Paris? That's what I heard.
Yeah, there's no such thing as the whole thing. And this is the thing that doesn't bother me, but bothers a lot of people, because the verbiage that I'm seeing in the discussion is, isn't it annoying that, like, I can't believe Maxis isn't giving us the whole game? Like, they are. And that seems like
an old argument.
That seems like DLC argument circa Horsearmor to me.
Yeah.
Because I think that the point of this right now,
There's a lot of good shorthand in this episode.
whatever.
Look, I'm just gonna need you to Babywall that Horsearmor. I don't know. Can we do that?
Yeah, no problem.
Skyrim
Murder
tools?
simulator.
The thing that I think is interesting about the way that it looks like the SimCity is made is that stuff could replace expansion packs to a certain degree. Like the scope of what it looks like SimCity offers in the new SimCity means that a SimCity store could conceivably just sell you, whatever, your residential neighborhood will now build Eichler houses, whatever, cool. Right. But it could also mean, the system is probably in it, but Maxis could just say, if we realized that airports would be interesting. Like, airports is pretty core SimCity.
But they're already in there. But yeah.
But the idea that a system someone could come up with an idea for what a new system would be in a SimCity game and could put it in the store and deploy it without having to make an entire new DLC package. But the attitude that is coming out right now seems to be, why didn't you think of and include every single thing now?
Right.
And that's
the reason people say that is because it's obvious there are going to be things that they did think of but are still selling.
Yeah.
Which I'm still fine with. The point for me where it crosses the line, and I'm not saying this is the thing they're doing. I'm bringing it up purely theoretically.
This is all the most hypothetical thing in the world.
The point for me where it would become objectionable is when it's something like go into double cheetah mode with your new timescale add-on. Like, that's the kind of thing that
it seems like it's going to be.
No, I don't think that's what it's. I don't think that's what it's going to be. I'm just saying that's the version of in-game purchases that would bother me in this game. But just straight up additional content is fine as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, if it maps to something closer to like the Team Fortress 2 model, that seems fine to me. Where there's a core game that just exists out of the box, and you don't need to touch the store if you don't want to.
Right.
But then if you want weird aesthetic shit or extra stuff on top of the core SimCity experience,
I like that stuff more a la carte, to be honest. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, I feel like
when I look at a like Civ, I don't want to have to go spend $20 because I'm interested in one of those things.
I disagree with that. I think there are.
I'm just saying what I
systems,
like.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I think there are certain systems like in Civ 4,
the religion system came out with Gods and Kings. I'm not saying
like you want that to be in a big thing where they've rebalanced stuff.
But if I just want another dude to show up,
no, I agree.
But looking
at
at The Sims as an example, if you have the entirety of what comes in like The Sims 2, and then in the item store, nightclubs showed up, and then it said, also when you get these, your Sims can have a nightlife. $10. That would have been the Sims Nightlife $25 at GameStop
exactly.
before.
Exactly.
Before.
No,
And
I think
but
so.
if that came out 4 months later, I guess that's probably the like statute of limitations of complaining is gone. But like how long after The Sims comes out does it is it allowed before someone says, why wasn't that just in the game?
But but who are these people who are thinking that
It's the internet.